Good morning. Welcome to 507 Willow House Journals. My name is Leslie, and I am super tickled that you're here. I was asked by Lidia of Raindrop Lila to participate in her Inspiration January 2026. So I picked out a prompt. I'm thrilled to be able to participate. I'm tickled that Lidia asked me, invited me to be a part of this. So I picked day 10, which is fold out. So I'm going to attempt to do some fold out here. So now I've got an elaborate plan in my head. I hope that comes through on this paper, in this book. I'm working in the altered book. This altered book, I'm working on a slow stitch piece to go on front of this. And so I've added Lydia's papers all through. This is just stunning. This is from her Pretty Blue standard backgrounds and her Little Blessings. So now this is not Lydia's, but I'm going to add extra stuff in here. Isn't this beautiful? This is Lydia's, of course. This is gorgeous. This is not. This is just Scrappy's, but I've added this. No, that I don't think. But let me look. This is Lydia's right here. Isn't that stunning? So I'm just going to go through and continue to develop this book. But today I want to work right here and put down my imagination onto paper. We're going to try that. Lidia has gorgeous, gorgeous kits in her shop. And I mean, some of everything. I love her. She has some yellow background pages that I absolutely loved. I recently used in a journal. And I know this is upside down, but I want it. I like the edge on that. I like this edge better than I like that edge. I know, isn't that crazy? But that's that's what we do as journal makers. We just put stuff upside down and pick and choose because we can pick and choose. Okay, now I already know that I want this to go here. I want it to be a pocket. That's going to be a pocket, but I want to address this right here because I don't want to see any of that white. Let me see if I can get down in here. Let's see if I can get down in there just a little bit with some scruffy. Just kind of add a little bit of scruffy to it. Let's see if that helped any at all. Helped my feelings, so I like that. We'll go with that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put this in. I want to be sure that it doesn't get caught in this crack here, in the butt crack of this journal. I want to be sure that it is able to fold easily. Okay, so that's a good spot. Let me even it up, and I'm just going to go right here, and I'm going to, let me take that little bit off. I'm going to glue that there and hold that down. Won't this be a beautiful pocket? I think this would just be stunning. Okay, I got my stuff all lined out. I hope I'm going to get it going right and good and do everything that is inside my brain that I envision for this spread. I've really been enjoying working with page spreads in an altered journal. That has become my absolute new favorite, is an altered book journal. I'm going to go ahead and seal that up down at the bottom. And we have a pocket. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this peeking through. I love that. See, you can't tell if it's upside down or not. I already, made this little card. Let's see. Well, let me go this way and slide it in. It's getting hung up on these edges of this card. Now, look how pretty that is. That's lovely. Okay, now comes the elaborate. Okay, is this not gorgeous? This is so stunning to me, and I couldn't help but to see it with glitter on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this at the top. Remember, mine is flip out, so we're flipping out. everywhere we can, we're flipping out. And I'm going to turn this, I want to put this here before I add any, before I add my, let me get, okay, before I add my base page right here, I want to put this down because I want to hide this fold, this flap down into underneath my, how perfect is that? Beautiful. That's beautiful. If I would hold it down a little bit longer, it would probably glue a little bit easier. And let me hold that down for a second. This art glitter glue is fabulous, but you got to give it just a second to grab hold. Okay, now we got that. Isn't that beautiful? That's going to flip out that way. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, now let me see my next one. I've got this gorgeousness that I'm going to flip, not like that. I'm going to flip it this way. It's going to flip out. Okay, so I want to get this attached before I put down my base piece right here. Okay, I'm put that right in that. Yeah, these pages are delicious, Lydia. I just absolutely love them. Okay, so let's see if this can work and if this aligns with what I've got inside my mind. Be sure that's good and okay. I hope I'm doing this right. If I remember correctly, then I should be doing it correctly. Okay, we're doing that. Isn't that beautiful? Now that might be a little bit tight right there. It'll be all right. If I need to, I can trim a little bit off right there. It should be fine. Okay. Okay, now, I want this piece. Is this not gorgeous? The roses, aren't they beautiful? That's what I see is roses. Okay, I want to flip this. This is gonna, I'm gonna have to trim a little bit of this off. I don't think I took it as far enough off the page as I could have this direction. So let me take just a little bit off on this edge. I'm okay to do that. This will be just fine. As long as I cut it straight. Several ladies are participating in this with Lydia. I will have to try to add them down below. You know, if you've been with me a while, you know I'm not really great at adding stuff down in the bottom because I normally forget. Okay, yay. Now, I want this piece to go right here. I really want to stagger it a little bit, but I'm not sure that staggered is if it would look right. Let's just try it. Okay. Not right there. I'm going to put it right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it. I'm just going to go ahead and put it, not stagger it. I'm just going to go ahead and put it like that. Because it's going to be gorgeous any way that you look at it. Now, I will come in here and put something there, okay? I have plans. Yes, I do. Okay, so far, we've got that going. Isn't that beautiful? We've got that. This will fold onto here, or we can do that or that, however we want to do this, okay? Now, let's look just real quick and see what I did with my next piece. I've got my pieces all laid out. Of course, they're jumbled, but I do have plans for this right here. Okay? put that there? No, I'm gonna put this right here. Isn't that beautiful? We're gonna flip that out right there. Okay. Now, I could have added this beforehand, and I wish that I had, but I didn't, so we're just going to do it like this. It's got a beautiful background on it, so as you can see, it just blends beautifully right there. Isn't this stunning, y'all? I'm just trying to get everything to glue and glue really well. So we've got this going on. Isn't that cute? Can y'all believe I came up with this? I know, right? I do wish I had added this piece before I did that. That's okay. I didn't, so I can be quiet now. But see, that blends beautifully right there, so I'm okay with that. Okay, now, let's come in. I think we're going to come in here and lay this down right here. Let me be sure it's fitting. No, I've got to trim it off a little bit. That's no problem. I'll just trim it off a little bit. I just want my pages to be able to close. Let's see how that looks. Let's see if that will fit. That will fit beautifully. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to put this down. And now we've hidden that and that. I'm so excited about this. I'm having so much fun working in an altered book. I never dreamed I would have so much fun working in altered books. But that is my new very favorite. Besides the flip-flop journal, this is my new very favorite. Okay, let's get up there. Be sure it meets there. Be sure it can fold there. We're good. We are golden right there. Okay, and we still got this going over here. Isn't that adorable? I hope I'm not working off screen. I feel like I am. Now, see, I could have put that a little bit closer. I didn't. We're fine. Now, where is my everything I was going to put right here? It's buried over here. So I found these two pieces that I thought would be beautiful right here. I love that contrast. And then I wanted to put like this right here. Okay? So let's do it. This is the second altered book I've got going. And I'm having the best time with it. I hate to cover up any of that ledger. Isn't it stunning? But I'm going to put it right there. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I love it. Look, I'm so proud of that. Okay, now, let's see what I was going to do. What else I was going to do. Okay. We got the flip outs going. We've got this over here done. And now I wanted to add just a... Where was I going to put that? Was I going to put that right there? Why, yes, I think I was. So let's add a little something right here. Let's see, just something that's going to be brilliant. Like that. That will be brilliant right there. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to line that up right there. And then that becomes a beautiful accent piece right there. Okay. Isn't this divine? I'm having so much fun. Let me be sure that I get... I'm just going to tear it right on that line. It should be fine. Should be hunky-dory. Oh, yeah. That's just fine. I'm going to snip that because if I try to tear it, I will tear up everything trying to tear it, I can tell you. Oh, I love the way that looks on the edge too. That's beautiful. Okay, so now I've already backed this. Don't tell me that it glued. It stuck. Okay, no, it didn't. I've already backed this to make this piece sturdy. So now we're going to add it right there and make it a pocket. And I folded the edges over like this so that I could save space inside the pocket. Oh, I always forget to do the bottom. Okay. Well, let's just add this right here. This crookedness, right? I'm making it crooked. Let's add this deliciousness right here. Yep, it'll fold. Beautiful. Isn't that lovely? Okay, now we got that. I'm tickled with that. I love all of that. So now let's just play a minute. I was thinking that I would take this, and even though that's right there, it's beautiful and I love it. I'm going to put this right here, excuse me, as a little tuck spot. It's stunning. Thank you so much, Lydia, for inviting me and for allowing me to play with these gorgeous digitals. Let me tuck that in right there. It wants to act like it's going to peel up. Okay, now we get to start adding stuff. What was I going to do? Let me be sure everything is glued down. Okay, we've got this we can slide in right there. I love this beautiful lady right here. Isn't she gorgeous? Just tuck her in right there. Isn't that stunning? I think I will tuck that in right there so that we have some writing spaces. Okay, we have writing spaces in our flip outs. And wouldn't that be gorgeous? But I love it just like it is. I think I may put that in behind right there, like that. And then I think I'm going to put this over here, maybe just like right there. Where's my, If I decide I don't like it, I can move it. But I want to see what it's all going to look like when I fold it all in. Okay, now this, I just thought I hope there's not a glare. I'm going to put this is just a photo sleeve, and these pictures slide in and out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this right here so that it will flip, you can flip it out. Okay, we're going to do that with probably this, because I love this. So now let's get some glue on this. Right, oh, not that. Let me see if I've got, oh, perfect, it's the perfect everything. Okay. These are sticky, but I just like to have a little extra on them, especially with putting this down to this plastic. Oh, putting this down to the plastic. Okay. Which side do I want this on? Let's flip it out this way. We will flip it out the opposite direction from everything else that we're flipping out. Let's see, is that gonna... Why, yes, it's gonna close beautifully. I'll see if I can just wrap that around. It may or may not. I should have it glued enough, but I'm not sure it's going to. Oh, it's covering up my glitter. If it doesn't work, I will take it off. But see, look at that. Let's put a little bit to the inside of it. So let's glue that again. Because we want to have it, we want it to stick down really well. Okay, with all the flip outs we got going. Let me slide that down a little bit. Okay. Isn't that gorgeous? Now let's see. Oh, beautiful. Let's be sure it's going to close there. And it does. That's gorgeous. I'm not liking this right here, so we're going to cut that off. Let me see how I'm going to do this without making a disaster. Oh, come on. Just sliding this up along here. And bingo. We didn't get this part right here very well. Seems my sliding didn't slide very well. Okay, now let's look. Get that off my fingers. Isn't that stunning? Wow, isn't that gorgeous? Then you flip that out. And you can just take these out. I hope that's going to stay. You can take these out and change them. They're interchangeable. That is still stuck on me. Okay. I think I hope this is going to stay. I didn't think about it maybe not adhering quite so well. Isn't that lovely? That's beautiful. Flip out. I'm in love. We'll put this one right here. That's what we will do. I will see that one right there because that's where it needed a little bit of color. Oh, I love that. Now, we can do it there. We can add it right here. Just like that. Let's see. And our journal closes. Isn't that lovely? I'm tickled over that. See, and we've got so many other little pieces that we could just continue to add if we wanted to. Just continue to add in. Could change her out, slide her down in there. We could put her over here. We could tuck her in this pocket. Let's tuck her in the pocket. I was going to do something with this. What was I going to do with this? I think I was going to put it up here. But I think now I won't because I think I was going to put that there. But oh well, we'll add that somewhere else. All of the gorgeousness here, we've got all of this that I've covered and then some. I mean, that I've prepped to get ready for. I saw something. I want to put this. Let's see if I want to put this somewhere. Dropped it. I want to put that right there. I love this. Which way do I want to see it? I think I will see it right there. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love it. Let's fold her down. All of our flip outs. And there we are. That is my project for today. Oh, I like that right there. This is my project for the Inspiration January 2026, hosted by Lidia of Raindrop Lila. And that you have it. Isn't that beautiful? I'm really tickled. I love this. I think it's just lovely. Well, thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for being a part of this with me. I've had an absolute blast. I've thoroughly enjoyed adding this to my altered journal, my altered book journal. Thanks for being a part of it. Thanks for being here. Bye.